Today in a meeting, the Republican Party's board made a decision. Trump won't represent the party despite defeating Nikki Haley. A shocking video of Trump trending has surfaced, disqualifying him. Please watch till the end, as this news will make your day. Before we proceed, please take a few seconds to click the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to receive the latest updates from us. House conservative pioneers are currently bullish about their prospects in the 2024 elections. Former President Donald Trump's involvement will be significant in swing rural areas that previously favored President Joe Biden. For much of the past year, GOP hopes of retaining the House seemed dim, especially due to internal conflicts that led to the ouster of a sitting speaker and a failure to advance a regulatory plan. Despite what once seemed like very bad odds, conservatives have found new hope in the outcomes of key primaries and redistricting battles in several states. Additionally, a small number of popularity-based retirements in swing locales and President Biden's consistently low approval ratings have contributed to this optimism. Most significantly, several top conservatives argue that Trump's involvement will bolster their efforts in the fight for the 17 JP seats in districts carried by Biden in 2020. Even as Trump faces 91 criminal penalties and struggles with key rural citizens who hold sway over the outcome of critical races, his influence remains potent. In all seriousness, he's a figure of significant influence, stated Richard Hudson, the North Carolina conservative who chairs the House GOP's mission arm, during an interview with CNN regarding Trump's impact in locales previously won by Biden. He's influential in landmark states and beyond. I believe the turnout dynamics are vastly different during official election years, drawing out many citizens who abstain from midterm voting. So regardless of Trump's legal challenges, Hudson predicted, it wouldn't sway his competitors in swing districts. Moreover, Hudson expressed his intention to encourage candidates to align with Trump. Every candidate has the autonomy to decide their course of action, he affirmed. Personally, I will campaign alongside President Trump. I'm confident he will bolster our efforts across the entire ticket. Hudson's assessment underscores how legislative conservative pioneers are aligning themselves with Trump, disregarding his political liabilities and divisive rhetoric, while relying on a motivated base to support their candidates. From the liberal perspective, this development is met with excitement. Many of them have already embraced Trump, and we will hold them accountable for their fervor, stated Susan Delbene of Washington Express, the director of the popularity-based Legislative Mission Advisory Group, when addressing swing area conservatives. They are the party of Trump, added Conservative Alliance Delbene. While some conservatives in swing areas have opted to support Trump, others have not. When asked if he would endorse Trump in November, Mike Lawler, representing a rural New York locality, responded, "Ultimately, the American public will decide the next leader of the U.S., not me or anyone in this House or chamber. My focus is on my race." Others have exhibited hesitation, such as first-year recruit representative Tom Keene Jr. of New Jersey, who discreetly stepped away last week when queried by CNN about his endorsement of Trump. A fixed number of House locales genuinely have an impact on the 2024 races, given the manipulation of district lines to favor one party over the other, noted leftists, whose focus is on the 17 Biden areas stretching from New York to California. Meanwhile, conservatives, currently holding a majority of 219-213, have prioritized targeting 5 leftists in districts Trump previously won, spanning from Maine to Gold Country. Additionally, they aim to secure 4 other seats held by liberals who are resigning, including those in swing locales, notably Michigan's official landmark. Despite liberal prospects of gaining 2 or 3 seats through redistricting in states like Louisiana and Alabama, North Carolina remains a stronghold for the GOP as district lines are redrawn. Moreover, despite the favorable district lines in New York that contributed to conservatives gaining the majority in 2022, recently redrawn maps for 2024 appear to offer liberals only a slight advantage, significantly less than the substantial boost many had hoped for. If you look at the milestone, the days of a 250-seat majority are gone due to redistricting, commented Hudson. We'll have a battle on our hands for every single district, added Ben. Despite the arguments put forth by local liberals, We understand that conservatives are vulnerable because they're not effectively governing, stated Dillon. They preside over a do-nothing Congress, making it difficult to believe they will perform well under these circumstances. Additionally, they maintain control. As a demonstration of conservatives' emphasis on migration and crime as significant mission issues, the Hudson Gathering, also known as the National Conservative Legislative Council, is launching a five-figure crusade ad campaign targeting a group of four vulnerable House liberals who voted against the Locke and Riley Act this week. These digital ads, shared with CNN and set to begin circulating on Monday, spotlight Riley's murder, allegedly stemming from a breach of the man line. The advertisements criticize House liberals who oppose the bill, accusing them of failing to protect victims. This serves as a preview of how accountable weak liberals will be held for their lenient policies in this election year, remarked Hudson. The Locke and Riley Act proposes the mandatory confinement of any passenger found guilty of theft or robbery. The bill passed in the House just hours before Biden's State of the Union address, during which several conservatives wore Locke and Riley pins to draw attention to the issue. Despite bipartisan support, 170 leftists voted against the legislation, accusing conservatives of exploiting the tragic death of a nursing student for political gain. While some liberals in competitive races supported the bill, top liberals anticipate shifting focus to the migration issue following the demise of the bipartisan border security deal. As the boundary crisis remains a primary political contention for the GOP, leftists assert that the political landscape is evolving after the Roe v. Wade decision, citing recent electoral victories. Del Ben anticipates a similar scenario in November, attributing increased voter turnout to people's desire to defend rights, opportunities, and democracy. Following last week's Super Tuesday primaries, both the principal House GOP Super PAC and the NRCC secured their preferred candidates in various races, including Lori Buckout in North Carolina's Maine legislative district, currently held by a leftist. Additionally, conservatives were encouraged by the re-election of David Valade, a conservative who faced criticism for voting to impeach Trump after the 2021 Capitol assault. Nevertheless, challenges persist. Mark Harris, previously accused of electoral fraud, won a primary in North Carolina, though it's a safe GOP seat. Additionally, controversial figure Mark Robinson was nominated in the gubernatorial race, raising concerns about his inflammatory rhetoric. However, Hudson remains confident in Harris's candidacy, considering the seats secure for conservatives, and dismisses worries about Robinson empowering leftists. "I believe he's an articulate spokesperson," remarked Hudson regarding the gubernatorial candidate. "I think he can be an exciting contender." Thank you for watching. We value your feedback, so please share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.